Good morning, everybody. We're going to talk about the weekly sales from May 28th to June 3rd. So, sales up a little bit from the last couple of weeks, or the last week at least. Not a lot, but, had a few decent sales in here. So, I'm just going to go through, run through each item as we normally do, and talk about the cost of goods, the profits, and whatnot. But a little bit of an overview for that week. We sold 18 items for a total of $434.65. And that ended up being a weekly profit, a net profit, $222.78 for a 51.3% margin. And so still kind of some lowish numbers there, but not the worst. So let's go ahead and run through some of these items here. All right, first up, we've got this vintage ModCloth blouse with like this, this doxy print here. There wasn't a ton of money in this, or at least I've had it for quite a while, but so this would have been a $5.18 buy cost. Sold it for $19.99 plus $15 shipping. We paid out a couple dollars in fees. It actually only cost about $11 to ship because it was light enough. And so there was a $15.42 profit on that item. Now we've got these American Eagle. These are new with tags. American Eagle Peanuts pajamas, like Snoopy and the gang. So these would have cost the pants pricing at the local store, which is $7.19 after taxes. Sold these for $17.92 plus shipping, and walked away with a net profit of just $3.93 on those. I've had them for a long time. Just wanted to clear them out, especially since at this point they're actually Christmas patterns. So it's like, do I really want to hold these again until Q4? Not really. All right. Then this was a bundle of 2 items purchased on eBay. This was, first up though, was this Lucky brand, this fringed kind of Aztec cardigan style thing, very open and flowy. $6.90 buy cost. And the way that I had it set up was that this item here was actually charging the bulk of the shipping, because the second item could have went letter mail, which I offer free shipping on. But in any case, so this one here sold it for $22.99 plus $19.99 shipping, and would have walked away with $9.97 profit on that item. The second item, so I saved a little bit because I was able to combine this in the same flat rate box as the first. So this Knox Rose red 3/4 sleeve shirt, this would have been a $6.04 buy cost. This one sold for $24.75. Of course, so they didn't pay any shipping towards that one, but it really didn't cost anything. I just included in my numbers here the extra $1.85 it was to cover that flat rate box that they didn't pay on the other item, so ended up netting $13.19 on that item. That's pretty good. Next are these Eastern Mountain Sports, these beige hiking capris, sold for $23.81. Buyer paid $14.99 shipping, and it did cost $15.18, so 19 cents more to ship, and earned $11.56 in profit on that. Now we've got this Adidas Climacool blue hat. I've had this for a while. I think I did get this one cheaper than the normal hat price at my regular store. I don't think I actually got it there, but because I couldn't quite remember, I just put it in as regular hat price, which after taxes at the regular store is $3.74. I had a sale on old items. I sold this for $10. By the time I paid the fees and I shipped it out, I really only gained like 30 cents if I bought it at the $3.74. But I feel like I got this one maybe for like $1 or $2 at a yard sale. Either way, just happy to see old items go. And speaking of old items, this was another item. This new with tags Ben Hogan golf sweater. I thought this would do better. I know, Ben Hogan isn't like a top golf brand, but I've had it for a while. I did sell it for $9.99 with, this was an old listing, so tracked packet at that point in time. it did cost more to send something to the US. I'll talk about this more in another video, but the shipping costs have actually decreased a little bit if you buy your label through eBay. So they paid $24.99 to ship it. It actually did only cost $21.80, so I did earn about $3.20 there. But overall, I still only made a couple dollars on this item because originally I paid like $6.90 for it. So anyway, happy to see it go. I don't want to hold on to old items. Happy just to get a little bit of money back. If I get my money back and a little bit, that's fine. Like, I don't want to hold these old items. So, all right, next was these cool rider pants. These were in a men's, I think like a 36-30 or something. I actually sold 2 pairs of these, like this taupe color and a gray color. And someone had purchased these about a month ago and just never paid. So I relisted them and somebody did buy them together. And I think I had them listed for about $45 each. But where this person bought both, and I knew I'd be able to, save on shipping and just kind of work it out a little bit better. I sold them for $30 a piece at a $7.19 buy cost. That's great. That's 4 times the money. So yeah, I think overall the buyer would have paid about $27 in shipping, because yeah, that's what it costs to send it from the East Coast out to the prairies here in Canada. And it did cost about $25 in shipping. So my combined net profit was $36. I had found 5 pairs of those, I think, about 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago now. So they would have cost me about $36 altogether for all 5 pairs. These 2 pairs just netted me $36, so my entire buy cost back. And the other ones have sold for profit as well. So I don't have any of those left. All right, and now I sold these, this lot of, I just got a whole bunch of DVDs, like boxes, like lots of them, a little over a year ago now. And they're still just kind of selling slowly. I've had this set of 3, this Gaither family gospel DVDs. I honestly didn't think these would ever sell, but I let them go for cheap. I just needed them gone. I made a couple bucks, whatever. I'm happy to see them go. I've already made a pretty good amount of money off of the DVDs and stuff that I picked up last year. There were some in there that were actually worth quite a bit of money, so anything that just trickles through now and brings in a little bit of revenue, it's perfect. Okay, this Supernatural shirt, this shirt was actually, I don't think it was actually branded. I think it was somebody just kind of patched on this logo here themselves. Again, I've had this for a long time, and I think I did get this cheaper than my typical $5.18 buy cost, but that's what I put it in just for this purpose of this, this breakdown. So, I mean, if that's the case, I think lost $1 or $2 on this shirt, but I don't care. I got some money back in, some revenue. That's all I care about. I'm not going to hold these old items for another year to try to squeeze another couple bucks out of them. I'd rather just have them go. And if they don't sell, I'll just donate them. So at least I got a little bit of money back. Okay, we've got this Disney World, like, lightweight rain jacket, windbreaker type thing. Would have paid $7.76 for this. That's what lightweight jackets are after taxes at my local store, and sold it for $18. Plus the buyer did pay $14.99 shipping, which, again, it cost $15.18 to ship, so within 20 cents. And, yeah, didn't make a whole lot of money on that one, $5.86, but again, it's something I've had for a while and would rather just see it go. Now, a better sale, the best one of this week, is this New With Tags JGL 2X jacket. This actually came from we were outsourcing for an entire day, and there was some 50% off stuff going on, 6 months ago or whatever it was. Maybe not even 6 months, but in any case, there was a good sale going on, and so I worked out an average buy cost of all things that day, and it was $5.66, and I sold this jacket for $85, plus the buyer paid $24.99 to ship it. So after fees and ship cost of about $22, I had an income of $65 something, and my net profit was $60.12. So that one really did save the week, from these smaller items. All right, next we've got this new with tags, this Vineyard Vines pink linen shirt, and would have paid $6 for that, sold it for $25. This was on Poshmark, so I don't see what the buyer paid for shipping, although their standard rate is $13.49 on Poshmark. Doesn't cost me anything, I just get the prepaid label. So after their 20%, I got $20 in income for a net profit of $13.96. And now we've got this Patagonia hemp blend polo. This was a recent pickup. I would have just shown in a recent haul video, and there was actually some spot underneath the collar, like some brown or black kind of just smudge. I think it was just like, not grease, but you know what I mean, almost like that like grease pencil sort of stuff, maybe like lipstick style thing. I don't know if it was just something from the bale or the pallet that the clothing came in, but in any case, it did wash out and came out perfectly. So I paid $6 for it. No, sorry, $5.18. Sold it for $20 on Poshmark. So my net profit on that was $10.82, and it sold within about 3 days of listing. So a quick $10. All right, now we've got this J. Jill, this floral boho kind of tasseled shirt. This sold, we were sitting down watching some TV, we were watching some North of 60. Any Canadians remember that show from the 90s? And I had, put up my listings for the day. We started an episode, so it would have been about 40 minutes. And by the end of it, checked my phone again, and this had sold. So this is one of the quickest sales I've ever made. And paid $6 for it, sold for $31. Like, the buyer didn't even send an offer or anything, they just flat out bought it from asking price. So I made $18.76 in net profit. And now we've got this J. Jill, this Pure Jill gray asymmetrical dress. Dresses are $7.99, and it sold for $32 on Poshmark. So my net profit on that was $13.65. And now the last item for the week is this new with tags LL Bean, this yellow sun-washed canvas button-up shirt. And I've had it for quite a while now. Bought it for $6, sold for $21.77. Plus the buyer did pay $14.99 shipping. So after everything, I net profit $9.83. So not huge numbers. Definitely that J. Jill jacket. That was 20% of my sales for the week, basically, in that one item. And that definitely helped bring the margin up. Otherwise, it was probably more like a 43% margin. Ended up with 51. It seems like, though, the last few days I've made some, a lot of sales. And I'm also seeing that I'm getting way more traffic again on eBay. So the daily listing, I don't care what anybody says, man, like, the daily listing, or near daily listing at least, it kickstarts the algorithm. Like, I also can send out offers almost every single time I open up the eBay app and I go to that section. I can send more offers out. And, there was probably like a 3 or 4 week period where I could barely even send out offers. Like, no one was seeing my stuff, no one was watching my stuff. The algorithm just wasn't picking it up. And now I'm getting that traffic again. When I look at the actual traffic report on my seller hub, I can see those numbers are up. So yes, listing obviously is important, but I do think that listing regularly and having regular activity just prompts that algorithm just to pick you up, push you out there, because why not? eBay is going to want to push those active users, and they make more money the more you sell. So it's obvious at this point. Like, it's a very clear pattern. It's a little bit unfair if you just have a bunch of good stuff on eBay, but you're not really active. Like, your stuff just may not sell. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way that it is, it seems like. At least that's been my experience. So that's what I'm going to work with, and I'm going to continue to try to plan out, even if it's just small drops, but posting daily. That's where I have the best success, even if it's just a couple items a day. But all right, that is it. So another, reasonable week, I guess, for being at the end of May. The summer slowdown everybody talks about, it is a real thing, but I do think a lot of it was the algorithm explosion after going on vacation mode and being away and just not listing all the time, but it seems to be coming back around. I'm excited to see what my numbers end up this week, which has already been very good in just the first couple of days of it at the time of recording this video. And yeah, I guess that's about it. So any questions about any of these items or anything that I've talked about, please leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.